I've been thinking a lot about it, and maybe this coming Monday night, I might show Punk what I think of his opinion.
So we just heard a preview of Monday Night Raw tonight. Did Jerry Lawler live up to his word? What's going to happen with CM Punk? And anything else that's happening in the WWE. Plus, we're going to talk about our little fun trip to Indianapolis for Survivor Series. And of course, lots of other stuff too. So join us next on A Few Light Thoughts. Well, hey everybody, welcome to episode 5. You just saw a preview for tonight's show, and tonight we're just basically going to talk about some of Monday Night Raw. It just went off the air. Pretty decent show, actually, for a show from Milwaukee. Big shout out to my friend David Hero, who was seen on the show multiple times in the audience. How the hell he got front row seats is beyond me, but he is the man. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the King of Mad Props Twitter handle. He gave that to me. He honored me with the King of Mad Props Twitter handle. And matter of fact, you can follow me on Twitter as well at King of Mad Props. So a couple things to point out. The Lawler match, pretty interesting, predictable ending. Of course, obviously CM Punk's going to win. The steel cage was a pretty nice touch. And of course they say it was voted on by you, the WWE Universe, which I happen to be a member of. But obviously it's a little predetermined, we all know. But still, fantastic match. There was lots of other good matches on the show as well. For example, the... Oh, this is embarrassing. I should have taken notes. There were other good things on Raw too, like the, anger management sessions with Daniel Bryan and Dr. Shelby and Harold. Don't touch me, Harold. And poor Harold almost got chokeslammed. It was very entertaining. Matter of fact, Kane going through and talking about all the stuff in his past was very, actually pretty funny when he talked about stalking Pete Rose and his girlfriend Katie, which is a long time ago storyline that most wrestling fans would understand. Matter of fact, if you get the McMahon DVD, which I happen to have right here, they talk about it, because it was actually a storyline that Vince came up with himself. So if you get a chance, get this DVD. I'm sure it's pretty cheap now because it's been out for, it's been out for about 6 years. So half.com, get it. Anyway, and he's just talking about all the other stuff in his life, about his parents and The Undertaker and Paul Bearer and all that. It was really entertaining. I was very entertained. I'm interested in seeing how it goes on as we get further down the road, because as we all know, Survivor Series coming to Indianapolis November 18th. Make sure you get your tickets, BankersLifeFieldhouse.com or Ticketmaster. They've been advertising it here locally. Tickets start at about $25 and they get you up in the nosebleeds. The tickets we got were pretty decent. We're not exactly on the floor, but we're not in nosebleed either, so pretty good. Matter of fact, we have a promo for the Survivor Series show, so take it away, Mr. Announcer Man.
Get ready for the Thanksgiving tradition as A Few Light Thoughts does a special episode from beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana, the home of this year's WWE Survivor Series. We'll have discussion and predictions before and analysis after the event, as well as exclusive photos and videos to show. You don't want to miss this episode. Make sure you join us this November on A Few Light Thoughts.
See, I told you, we have promos. Matter of fact, we updated the one from last week.
If you want to be in the audience for a future episode of A Few Light Thoughts, it's really simple. We don't want you to call any numbers or send any self-addressed stamped envelopes. We want you to come to the home of A Few Light Thoughts, youtube.com, A Few Light Thoughts, and that's all one word. Or follow Dave on Twitter at King of Mad Props, and again, that's all one word, and he always follows you back. If you're a fan of A Few Light Thoughts, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
By it. Triple H's speech, I think it's a work, but he really did a good job being emotional with it. I would like to see there, as much as if he's really retiring, which doesn't seem likely, you know, that was a pretty damn good speech. If he's not retiring, then he definitely deserves an Oscar, because that crying at the end was a nice touch. But I would probably suggest we will see Triple H Brock 2 sometime down the road. Survivor Series, maybe? I wouldn't press my luck. Anyway, the other matches, Santino's match with, who did he face? Oh, it's Heath Slater. That's how long ago it was. This is a 3-hour show, guys. You know, I'm not a young guy anymore. The memory tends to slip a little bit. Anyways, very entertaining up until Oksana, who I personally enjoy. Matter of fact, I tweeted about that earlier, saying she's a future ex-wife, but it's completely a joke. You know, guys call theirs, you know, girl of the month, whatever. I just call them future ex-wives, because I know I have no chance in hell with them, obviously. Anyway, so the whole storyline with the Cobra, and it kind of with the whole Little Jimmy storyline, entertaining. It very much is, bringing in kind of inanimate objects to life. Obviously, we all know that the Cobra is a sock puppet, reminiscent of Mr. Socko. You guys remember Mr. Socko? That's basically all it is. But the whole storyline with Oksana, hilarious. Absolutely love it. So overall, I would give this Raw pretty decent grade. Not probably the best since Raw 1000, but to give it for what, you know, give it what it's worth, it's a pretty good show. And I also want to address something else. A lot of people constantly ask me if I watch SmackDown. The answer is no, I do not. It's not that I don't like the show, it's because I have things to do on Friday nights, like live my life. You know, SmackDown was much, it was, you know, must-see TV when it was Thursday nights, and when it was on UPN, and when it was WWF SmackDown. You know, now that it's taped and there's spoilers everywhere, it's kind of the same reason I don't watch TNA. Is that it's taped way in advance. So the spoilers are way on the internet. So if I really want to watch it, I could just go ahead and read the spoilers. Raw, I kind of like Raw. I love the pay-per-views because they're live with a delay, but they're live. You get to, you know, you don't get to read about, well, this happened at WrestleMania 29, because it hasn't happened yet. And there's something about watching it live that's a lot better with a delay. Well, it's a lot better than watching it when it was canned 2 weeks ago or on Tuesday. I know we were talking about the Muncie Mini Marathon that's still going on. I should start training. I was going to start training today by doing more walking and stuff, but it kind of rained here today, so it's kind of impossible for me to walk. But I'm still participating in the Muncie Mini Marathon, and that is 60 some odd days away from now. about this. The people that are going to be dealing with Tropical Storm Isaac, our thoughts and prayers go out to you. Be safe, be careful. If you're told to evacuate, for Pete's sake, evacuate. You know, it's better to be alive and not have your stuff than to have your stuff and not be alive to enjoy it. Just, you know, I know I shouldn't be talking. I've never lived through a hurricane or a tropical storm, except when it dies down and becomes a low pressure and comes up this way, which I'm sure we will have to deal with later this week, maybe towards the beginning of next week. With that said, be careful, be safe. I know there's not a lot in the New Orleans area that watches this anyway, but still, our thoughts go out to you. The Republican National Convention, do I dare want to mention that? Methinks not. So I'll just say this. If you're going to watch it, enjoy yourselves. I am not going to watch it. I also said I wasn't going to watch the Olympics either, but I had no choice. It was on at work. I doubt they're going to show the Republican National Convention at work. So with that said, I will go ahead. I know this was supposed to be episode 5, and it's supposed to be an exciting episode. Not really. But anyway, so episode 5 in the can. Hope you enjoyed it. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at King of Mad Props. And we'll see you next time for episode 6. And hopefully episode 6 will have a lot more things to talk about. So have a good night. Have a great week. We'll see you next week for episode 6. Good night, everybody.